Oh, I didn't even know you was right there. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Shaneria and this is Talking Crime. Today we got a new reaction video. As you can see, it's time to get into the drama, into the messiness. If you like drama, if you like tea, heck, if you just like to hear somebody else's story, let's get into today's reaction.
Okay, y'all, story time part 1 of how my ex came and got me out the motherfucking States, knowing that he was cheating, and then nigga side bitch found out, followed us to the bowling alley, and then she ended up staying with me at the motherfucking airport when I had to fly back home. Stick around. Okay, y'all, so this is when I was 18, and y'all that's in my city, don't be fucking messy. Don't go tell him. But anyway, so my first love, he was a year older than me. So when he graduated, I was still in high school. And so he went to the military. Now, I'm not going to say what branch he was in, but he ended up going to the military with him. So after he graduated, you know, I finished my year at high school and I graduated. He came to my prom. He came to my graduation. Like, he was there for everything. And he was like, okay, well, after graduation, I'm going to come get you, and I want you to come to North Carolina, and I just want you to see, like, how it is. Like, I want you to get a feel of it because I want to move you down here, and I want you to go to school, and I'm going to buy a house, and you go to school, finish school while I'm down here, while you down here with me. I'm like, okay. Okay, y'all, boom. So time roll around. I done graduated, and now it's time for me to go up there to North Carolina to see how it is. So my mama and my daddy don't know nothing about this. My mama had told him, my mama was like, yeah. My mama was like, if you take my baby out of this state, make sure don't nothing happen to him. Y'all, so he came, he drove down here and got me. And when he got me, he drove down here and we drove back. I packed my bags. I had a little job. I was working at City Trend, so I had them bought all my shit. I'm like, I'm finna go be my man. I'm finna spend, and I think I was finna be up there for like 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, I was like, I'm finna be up here for 2 weeks. You know, I want to make sure I'm straight. Like, but I know he gonna make sure I'm good. But I'm gonna make sure I'm good before I even worry about a nigga making sure I'm good. I always been that type. So boom, the first red flag was when we was on our way coming back. I want to say we was going through Atlanta. I don't know. But wherever we was going through, we got pulled over. And when we got pulled over, you know, the officer asked him, he was like, what's your registration, your license, all that. So he gave the officer his license. Y'all, why the officer did not give him his license back? That was the first red flag. So we got down the road. He was like, fuck. So it was just red flags, like, and so I'm like, okay. I'm like, calm down. So we go ahead. We go all the way back to North Carolina. Y'all, this is like a 10-hour drive from Alabama. So we get there and I'm like, he like, okay. He like, you got to get in the back and you got to hide. So we going through the gates of the military base, and I guess they got to check and shit to make sure everything good. So I get in the back. So the military, the officer that was at the gate, he didn't even like look in and make sure like nobody went in the car. So and he snuck me onto the base, y'all. This was the second red flag. So I'm like, y'all, I'm finna stay on a military base. Y'all, but it was so nice. Like, and I cannot say, because I do not want to get nobody fucked up. But, and this shit happened years ago. This shit, I'm 31 now. That shit happened when I was 18. But yeah, y'all, so I'm looking around. Like, it was just different. Just, y'all, so we go up to, like, his room. So the roommate was gone. Like, his roommate was not there. Like, his roommate was like Chinese or some shit. He had went to go be with his family or some shit.
At first I was like, why the heck is she claiming in the back to hide? But then I realized he not married, so she not supposed to be on the actual base because they not married, they don't have any children together or whatever. But at first I was like, what?
So we get there. So he like, okay, he like, during the day, I'm gonna go do my duties and you just stay at the room. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all, I swear to God, the first night there, my intuition, y'all, when I was laying in the bed with him, like, I don't even think we did nothing, but I was laying in bed with him and he was asleep, and y'all, I just kept saying, I want my mama, like, to myself. In my head, I was like, I want my mama, like, I just want to go home. I want my mama, like, I want my mama, like, I want to go home. I don't want to be here. So boom, I would never forget, y'all, he had ended up leaving and going to his little duty the next day.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you get that type of feeling, go home. Go back. Like, something's not right, and your body knows it, your mind knows it, your intuition knows it. Turn the heck back around.
Or whatever. So he went to his duty, do his duty and stuff, and I'm just looking in the room. Why the fuck I found a motherfucking rat tail comb, y'all? Hold on, I'm finna see if I can find one. Y'all, I found a comb that it looked just like this. So I'm like, oh, so this nigga done had a bitch up here. And y'all, we already had trust issues. I used to have to beat his ass all through high school because he used to keep, he was like a serial cheater. So I'm like, I found a comb like this. So I'm like, okay. So when he get out his duty, he come back to the room. He like, yeah, he out happy to see me, spend time with me. I'm like, who fucking comb is this? So he like, man, that's my roommate comb. Bitch, that nigga is Chinese. He's not using no fucking comb like this. So it was just red flag after red flag. I swear to God, y'all. So boom, he like, okay. He was like, I think we're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to go stay in a room because they supposed to be doing like some type of inspection going through our rooms and stuff. So I'm like, cool, cause I ain't want, my intuition, like, I wasn't doing well there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, so boom, we end up leaving our base. And when we left out the base, I got all my stuff, we left our base, and we went and he got us a hotel room. So he got us a hotel room for like a week or some shit like that. So yeah.
If he was a serial cheater, imagine how many other girls he probably did this same thing, snuck on the base and then wind up getting a hotel, or just snuck on the base in general. Because why is a rat tail comb in your room? Come on now. Red flags just flagging everywhere.
That day, we ended up going to Walmart. Like, I just bought us a whole bunch of snacks and shit. Because I know I'm going to be at the room. I bought me snacks. I bought shit. Like, we went to a Walmart up there. So, y'all, it was this place called Checkers. And when we had ended up going to Checkers, after we took all the shit back to the room, we went to Checkers. And so, we ate the motherfucking Checkers. And he was just acting weird. Like, his vibe was just out. So, like, I know my nigga. Like, this been my nigga since I was in the 10th grade. Bitch, what the fuck wrong with you? So, y'all, boom. He like, okay. So, that night, we end up going to sleep. And I think, yeah, we did. Yeah, that night. So, boom. Next day, he wake up. He go do his little shit for the base or whatever. Do his little duty shit or whatever. So, he come back. So, he like, baby, I want to take you bowling today. I'm like, okay, cool. We go bowling. On our way to the fucking bowling alley, y'all, I hear a car. The car was like, beep, beep, and then it drove by like real fast. So I look at the nigga. I look at my ex. I'm like, damn. I'm like, they want you to get out they fucking wait on it. And so he like, yeah. So boom, we go to the bowling alley. So they bowling alley was like, it was behind a bunch of buildings. And so he was like, yeah. So we went in. So the way that bowling alley was set up, you gotta give them your shoes in order to get their shoes, if that makes sense. Our bowling alley's not like that down here. Like, we just get their shoes and go on with our shit. However, so we checked in, we got our lane. It's a couple of people in there. Like, it's some people down here, then there's some people to the other side, then it's us. So, y'all, we bowling, we having a good time. We also couple shit. Like, we having fun, we bowling. Like, it's just me and my nigga, my first love. Like, we having a motherfucking blast. All of a sudden, y'all, I hear a girl walk in. She like, cause I'm finna do it. She was like, I'm finna do it. No, she was like, fuck that. I'm finna do it. I swear to God, I'm finna do it. So I'm seeing the bitch walking in on the phone. I'm like, damn, they got it. I'm like, they got it going on up here. I'm like, oh, it's still a hood up here like these hoes. Like, these, they like them Alabama hoes. So the bitch holler out and say, Carter, so this what you doing? A bitch, who you? Okay, let me go there. So she like, Carter, this what you? So I'm like, bitch, bitch, I get to looking at my nigga like, bitch. Okay, y'all gotta come back for boys too. All right, since y'all ex, part 2 of how my ex came and got me out the state, took me to another state, knowing that he was cheating. His side bitch found out and followed us. Yeah, so boom, I left off at the park with a girl walking in. She like, I'm finna do it. So she yell out, she like, Carter, so this what you doing? Bitch, I get to looking at my nigga. I'm like, bitch, I turned and I was looking dead at this nigga. I'm just standing here, I'm like, that nigga already know when I get mad, I'm finna beat his mother. Y'all listen, that nigga already know. So she like, so this what you doing? So I'm out here worried about you and you up here with a bitch? Ma'am, hold on. I'm the girlfriend. Let's be very motherfucking clear. My position been solidified. 6 bitches the summer of 9th grade. So she get mad and she walk away. So I'm like, nah, I can't let this bitch get out of here. But I'm finna deal with this nigga right now. So y'all, I tell him, I'm like, all right. I'm like, come on. I'm like, let's go. Cause I'm telling him, let's go. Cause he already know. Like, bitch, I don't want to cut up in public. Let's go. Let's take this shit back to the room. So boom. He just sitting there looking. He looking straight ahead down at the lanes. He looking like the nigga like, I cannot believe I just got caught. And my bitch done found out. So I'm like, I tell him again, I'm like, come on. I'm like, let's go. He looked at me, he said, nah, he like, come on, let's keep playing. I said, let's go. That was my last and final warning. That nigga didn't want to move. I slapped the fuck out of him. Y'all, I slapped my ex so motherfucking hard, y'all. The people in the bowling alley, they was like, y'all, I'm telling you, everybody in the bowling alley froze. Y'all, I slapped that nigga so hard because I kept telling him, I'm like, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go before I act a fool in these people's shit. So he didn't want to go. Y'all, I just got to beat his ass. I'm fighting. He like, stop hitting me. Like, come on, man. He like, please, bro. Like, stop hitting me. Like, okay, all right, come on. I said, all right. So I'm like, this nigga don't want to leave? Bet. So y'all, I had to threw my motherfucking shoes. I had to threw the bowling people's shoes at him. I had to start hitting his ass with the shoes and everything. So I'm walking through the bowling alley and I'm going up to the counter to get my shoes. They're like, we can't give you your shoes until you give us ours. So y'all, I had to walk back down there and face the nigga again. So I walk back down there. Y'all, so I go back and I get my shoe, get the bowling shoes, and I take them, I get them their shoes. I said, all right, I'm like, this nigga don't want to leave. I said, I got something for his ass. So y'all, I end up giving them their shoes. I get my shoes, put them on, and I walk out. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, so I walk out, and as I walk out, I see the girl leaving. I want to say she was driving like a Taurus, like a 05 Taurus. So y'all, she ended up pulling off, and I see as she pulling off, in the back, she got the military uniform hanging up. I'm like, so this nigga got the audacity to cheat on me? But bitch, you gonna cheat on me with a hoe that's in the military? I'm now pissed the fuck off because bitch, you cheating on your job now. So y'all, boom. So as the car pulling off, I go to walking through the parking lot. So remember I told y'all it's behind like a whole bunch of businesses. So I'm just walking, y'all. I'm walking, I'm crying. I'm just pissed off at this point because I want to kill this man. So I'm walking. So I remember walking through a Lowe's. It was like a Hooters and everything. So as I'm walking, and y'all, I really didn't even understand how much danger I put myself in because I could have got kidnapped or anything. Like, I didn't even know where the fuck I was, but I knew I was just walking. So the whole time I'm walking, y'all, I got on some Liberty ass shorts. So the men, they holler like, you okay? Like, I really could have like got kidnapped because I'm just in a whole nother fucking state, defenseless as fuck. Y'all, I never forget, it was a hotel called Sunny Days Inn, and it was a bench in front of the hotel. So I went and sat down at the hotel. I'm like, calm down. By this time, I done lost the nigga. The nigga that lost me, he don't know where I'm at. So boom, his mama calling me. She like, Bria, she like, where you at? She like, TJ can't find you. Where you at? Just tell him. I'm like, no. I'm like, he done brought me up here, and it's a bitch that followed us. I'm like, this nigga know I don't play, because that nigga mama and sister, all them know I used to beat the fuck out of him. I didn't play with him. So y'all, the nigga, everybody calling me. I'm like, I got something for his ass. I'm like, cause my mama told him when he bring me out this motherfucking state, better not nothing fucking happen to me. So everybody calling me at this point, but y'all know who ain't calling me? My mama, cause that nigga know not to call my mama and tell my mama he done lost me. Y'all, so boom, he calling, he texting like, babe, I'm sorry, please just tell me where you at. Everybody calling me whole time. I'm sitting on the motherfucking bench trying to get myself together in front of the Sunny Days Inn. I'm just sitting there. Okay, y'all gotta come back for part 3. Okay, so your girl back with part 3 as requested. So boom, at this point, I'm sitting on the bench, y'all. It's so motherfucking hot, y'all, because you gotta think about it. It's May, so it's hot as fuck. So I'm sitting on the bench in front of the Sunny Days Inn. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm so motherfucking mad. Meanwhile, y'all, I'm talking about this nigga, mama, sister, him, they all blowing me up trying to figure out where the fuck I'm at. Cause I'm like, I stopped answering the phone, y'all. I quit answering the phone. So, okay, so I'm like, I gotta be real. Like, I gotta come to my senses. Like, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, I may have to go back eventually. So, before I left the hotel, my intuition told me to get my key card. So, I got my key card to get back into the hotel because he had gave me one. So, but my intuition was telling me, like, just get your key card just in case. So, I went inside the hotel that I was sitting on a bench at. I went inside the hotel and I asked them for like a phone book. So it was around the time where like it wasn't real popular to like get an Uber. Like I didn't know nothing about no Uber or nothing like that. All I knew about then was like cabs. Cause y'all gotta think about it. This was years ago. Like I was 18. So they give me the little phone book. I look up a cab and I end up calling a cab. And so when I had called the cab, guy came, and like I said, I had my own money any fucking way, so I could really pay for anything that I wanted to pay for. And so y'all, so boom, so the cab came pick me up. Meanwhile, my ex calling me, his mama calling me, so I'm in the back of the fucking cab, y'all. Tell me why when we turned out at the light, my ex car was in front of us. I swear to God, y'all. He had a black car. It was a sports car. I'm not gonna say what kind of car it was, but his car was in front of us at the fucking light. I'm like, man, hell no. So boom, y'all. So okay, so he don't have no tint on his car. So I'm sitting in the cab, and I could see like through the mirror, and I'm seeing him picking up his phone. He panicked. I could see him through the window. He like beat on his leg, like he fucked up at this point because he don't know where I'm at. So I'm like, okay, Bria, quit being a bitch. Like, go and tell the man where you at, cause he's scared as fuck that he done lost me. When I pick up, he like, Bria. He like, babe, I'm so sorry. Like, bro, please just fucking tell me where you at. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. Please tell me where the fuck you at, bro. So I finally pick up. I'm like, yeah. I'm on my way back to the hotel. So he like, alright, okay. So y'all, what's fucking even crazier? The hotel was literally like 3 minutes from the light. I swear, I probably could have walked to the fucking hotel we were staying at, but I just didn't know like where I was at. I knew the name of the hotel, but I didn't know my way around to get back there. Like, I don't care how much you feel like you remember shit. When you going through something like that, you is not gonna remember your fucking way around, especially in an unknown ass state, unknown ass city. So boom, we all pull up at the hotel the same time. Him being a cab driver, we pull up at the hotel the same time. So we going in. So he go ahead and go in the room. So I come in. Bitch, at this point, I'm mad as fuck at this point. When I tell y'all, it wasn't no motherfucking talking. Bitch, I don't want to talk. When I tell you, I know, like, I probably whoever was in that other fucking room next to us, y'all, they probably was like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all, I was fighting that nigga. Y'all, I'm telling you, I was beating the fuck out my ex. Like, I used to get, bruh. So he tell me like, bro, at this point, I'm beating his ass. We done came all up at the room, we fighting. Cause he trying to run, like, he trying to calm me down. He like, bro, please, like, quit fighting me, like, stop. So he like, bro, can you please stop fighting me? He like, bro, I'm in the military. I get kicked out if they see us fighting. Like, bro, please quit fucking fighting me. Like, please stop acting crazy. I'm sorry. So he calls his mama. He like, mama. He like, bro, please tell her stop fighting me, bro. I can get in trouble if they see us out here fighting. Like, he telling his mama like, y'all need to calm down. Y'all don't need to be out there there doing all that. Like, I'm like, okay, let me calm down. Like, let me calm down. So we go back in the room. So I'm like, nigga, I'm like, I want to motherfucking go home today. Like, I'm not staying up here with you. I don't want to be around your ass no more. I'm going home and I'm done with your ass. Cause this been a long motherfucking time with me going through this shit and I'm tired. So he like, bro, please, bro, please just stay. I'm like, I'm going home. I want to go home today. You need to either drive me back fucking home or you need to figure out how the fuck I'm finna get back home. So he like, bro, I can't drive back home. Like, I had to take a lead to come pick you up. He was like, I can't drive back home. They gonna think that I didn't fucking ran. They don't think I went AWOL in the military. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Figure out how the fuck I'm finna get home. So he said, okay. He bought me a plane ticket to go home that day. I swear to God, this was the first time I ever been on a plane in my life. He bought me a plane ticket to fucking go home. And I had to swallow my pride because, bitch, I miss my fucking mama. And I wasn't fucking with this nigga no more. Like, that was it, bitch. I'm done with you. So he bought the plane ticket. So he like, okay, so I think around that time, it probably had to be like maybe 5 o'clock. He had to drive me to the airport. And I remember the airport was like 45, probably about 30 or 45 minutes from where we was. So y'all know that ain't the end of it. That ain't the end of it. Cause bitch, who the fuck was that bitch? He drive me to the airport and he talking to me on the way there. He like, bro, I'm so sorry. He just crying. He like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, I never meant for this to happen like this. Like, bitch, I don't want to hear it. I was sitting in the passenger side so motherfucking mad, y'all. Like, probably the most times I ever been the maddest in my life, y'all. I was sitting on that passenger side. I don't want to hear shit drive me to this airport. So we get to the airport. So he helped me load my stuff up out the car. He helped me load my stuff up. So he like, bro, is there anything I can do to make you stay? I'm like, no. So I'm like, who is the girl? Who is she? I'm like, who is the girl? Like, but I don't want to hear nothing. Like, I don't want to hear none of his story because he a liar. But I want to know who the fuck she is because y'all already know as women we gonna do our motherfucking investigating. No, so he gave me her last name first. That's what it was. So he was like, I'm gonna say her last name. Her last name, I can't say her real last name, but I'm gonna say what it's similar to. So her last name. So he like, her last name Lear. I'm like, Lear. I'm like, what type of stupid ass last name is that? Cause y'all, I'm so mad, I'm so hurt, I'm pissed off. Like, bitch, who is this bitch up here with you? It's supposed to be me and you, baby. It's been me and you since we was in high school. He like, her name Amber Lear. I'm like, okay. I'm like, her name Amber Lear. He like, yeah. Y'all, why I put the girl name in on Facebook? I put the girl name in on Facebook and I changed the city and the state to North Carolina or whatever. So her page came up and I'm like, this her. So I'm just scrolling, I'm going through her pictures. So yes, I'm going through her pictures. I wrote her. Now I'm not gonna say his first name, but I said, hey, I said, this Carter. I said, this is girlfriend. I said, you came to the bowling alley a couple of hours ago. I said, and I wanna know what's going on. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go back through my Facebook messages to see if I can find no messages. If I can find no messages, I swear to God I'll post them. So I'm like, I want to know what's going on. So she like, okay. And so yeah, y'all gotta come back for part 4. Okay, so y'all, part 4. So I left off saying I had wrote the girl and I was telling her like, hey, I'm Carter girlfriend. I want to know what's going on. So she was basically telling me like she got a key to his barrack, he got a key to her barrack. Basically, like when he'll be telling me that he going to sleep or he finna go do something when it pertains to the military, he was over there with her. She was telling me like he was telling her like he want to be in a relationship with her. Like they was even talking about having a child together and everything. Like she was giving me the whole rundown. So basically, this nigga was in a whole nother state being a 2-time ass hoe. She's like, where you at? So I was telling her like, I'm at the airport, I'm finna go home. So she was like, if you don't mind, she was like, can I come up there with you? So, you know, we can talk face to face. So I'm like, yeah, like, bitch, I ain't like, yeah, come on. So she ended up coming up there with me or whatever. And when she came up there with me, like me and her, we just had a long talk. I basically was telling her like, me and this man been together since me and him started talking the summer of my 9th grade year, and we was together on from that point. So she was telling me like, she was like, Ooh, I almost said it. She was telling me that some guys in the military, she was like, they died on a raft. She was like, it was 5 of them. And I guess they was like out on a lake somewhere and they end up dying. And she was like, basically he had blocked her numbers when he was with me. He ended up blocking her number, and she was thinking that he was one of the guys that died. She was like, she was so scared, she was worried. Like, this girl was crying and everything, and I was crying too because that's my man, but she crying over my man because she thinking that's her man too. Like, we both motherfucking crying. So boom, she telling me, she like, yeah, she like, I was worried. So she was like, how she came to find out that that was him in a car that day. She was like, she was driving, and she was like, she seen his car go by. She like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't heard from him. Like, when he got with me, he basically disappeared on her. Like, no communication with her, period. He hadn't blocked her number, so nothing was going through. She really thought something had happened to him since she seen his car in traffic. The girl said she ended up seeing what a car turned. She said she came back and followed him, and that's when she ended up coming in the bowling alley and seeing me and him. So y'all can imagine like what this girl is fucking feeling. Like, she thinking that her nigga dead, but he with a female. Whole time he with his long-term girlfriend. You the side bitch. Y'all, I was like taken back. Like, I just could not believe the way he had played the game. But I gotta go. I'm gonna do a part 5, and that's gonna be the final part. But yeah, y'all, she gave me a rundown on everything, and that shit right there taught me the difference between a woman and a girl. That was a motherfucking woman. She was a woman in that moment, and me and her both was hurt. Me and her both was crying over him. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and finish up a little later.
Stick with your intuition. Because your intuition can be wrong, but a lot of times, no, that motherfucker saying, bitch, turn your ass around. It's not right. Be careful. You're not safe, right? But sometimes it could be wrong at the end of the day. But for 2 women to not come after each other and be grown about the situation and have a conversation so they can both understand what's being told to them is definitely a mature situation. They mature. They were women in that moment, and she is telling the truth. Because come up to the airport, huh? And you came up there civilized? Okay, we could do that. We could pretty much do that. Because some women won't, honey. Some women ready to fight. Matter of fact, old girl wouldn't have got out that bowling alley without belt to ass with some women. So she was very mature, but why even come into the bowling alley if you're not going to like really confront him? All you doing is saying his name to make it known, like, what? I'm here too. That's what she did. She walked up into the bowling alley to make herself known and seen and let him know that, oh yeah, I got your fucking number. I got your number. Like, why do people be so shocked though? Because she stated that he has been a serial cheater all the way up in 10th grade and up, right? So why would this situation surprise you that now he's in another state in the military, he's going to do right by you when he wasn't doing right by you in the same state you was in? Come on now. Come on. And for him to block that other girl, I don't know if I would have thought that he was one of the guys on the boat, but I definitely would have thought like something's not fucking right. And the first thing will come to mind is it's another girl, because why am I blocked? Huh? How a deceased person gonna block you? I mean, I don't know, but in that state of mind, in that moment in time, and the situation was what was happening on the boat with the 5 military people and stuff, like, I could see where she like, cause she trying to figure out I did nothing wrong, so he's got to be deceased. If he blocking me and stuff, he got to be deceased. I haven't did anything wrong. Like, what's wrong? You feel me? So yeah.
Okay, so y'all, boom, part 5, because y'all keep asking. This is the final part. But part 5 of how my ex came and got me, took me out the state, knowing he was cheating. His side bitch found out and followed us. Alright, so boom, back to what I was saying. So me and her, we was in there and we was just talking, like, we was just talking about everything. And I was just telling her, like, me and him been together for so long. Like, me and him had planned our future together. Like, we was locked in like this. Like, that was my bae. And so, like, I had sympathy for her because she didn't do nothing wrong. Like, that nigga played the game so cold and so raw. Like, he played the game so cold. And I really felt bad. It's crazy that was my nigga, but I felt bad for her. So, yeah, I would never forget. This how I knew she was a woman. And this is, like, I was sitting there, and I remember I told y'all I had shorts on. I had on, like, a tank top. So, y'all, I would never forget telling her. I was like, man, I'm so cold. Like, it was so cold in the airport. This girl literally gave me her jacket. I swear to God, y'all, on my kid's life, I'm not lying. This girl gave me her jacket. And me and her both, like, was in there. It was like a woman-to-woman moment. And I empathize with her. Like, I feel bad. I feel bad for myself. But I was tired, and I knew, like, that was it. So, however, I flew back home. She checked on me a couple more times. And then after that, I think she ended up blocking me. Which I didn't keep writing her. She just blocked me because I guess she kept dealing with him. But it really didn't matter to me because when I had got to college that August, I was cheating. Bad as fuck. But she ended up blocking me, however. But it wasn't no smoke. Like, it really wasn't nothing I could do because I know how the dynamic go. I'm finna go back home. Y'all two finna be up here together. Of course, he finna go back and fuck with her. Off the rip. But that nigga would never, like, put me in no situation like that again. But I was done. And I think, like, after that, I ended up going to college. And I just moved on with my life, y'all. Like, I was like, okay, you know what? This is my high school sweetheart. And I just started fucking with other niggas. It was finding niggas in college. And that was it. So, yeah, that's the final part. It was over with. And I guess they went back to fuck around with each other. And I brought my happy ass back to Alabama. I had a lot of love for my ex. That's another thing. Like, I really did. Like, that was my first everything. And I had a lot of love for him because he, like, took care of me in high school. Like, he used to take his work checks. That nigga bought me a cell phone, brand new cell phone. That nigga was paying my phone bill every month. Like, my ex, when I say he loved me, like, he loved me. And I still love him a lot. And I know he still love me too, but we both grown now. Like, and he already know how I get down. But yeah. So yeah, that was the end of it.
I'm just saying, like, for you to say that, oh, you went off to college and you had cheated, like, girl, you didn't cheat. You left and went back to Alabama. So that broke y'all up right there, unless you not telling us something. Unless you not telling us that you tried to give him another chance after that and y'all was conversating and talking and it just didn't work out. Because when you said, oh yeah, I cheated, I'm like, how if you broke it off when that incident happened? But nevertheless, yeah. I'm glad she had moved on. I'm glad that she found out her self-worth. I'm glad that she didn't let it continue even out of high school. Yes, he was your high school sweetheart, but at the end of the day, you deserve much better. And you deserve to experience, because you was young. You was 18 years old, just getting out of high school. You are young. But to, like, figure out, like, you was going to settle yourself for the rest of your life with this young man that has been nothing but on a cheating spree is crazy work. I'm glad that you moved on from the situation, because imagine you still dealing with him at the age of 30 and his ass still cheating. He's literally a serial cheater. And for you to be shocked about that incident and surprised, like, I don't see how, because look what he was doing to you before he even graduated high school. You say he was a serial cheater, so this situation should not have been a surprise. What it really was is a eye opener that you did not deserve this. Like, you deserve better. That young lady, she blocked you. I guarantee you also that she went back to him. She probably was a girl's girl, not because she really a girl's girl. She was a girl's to get more information from you face to face and witness how pretty you were and get all the information she could so she can really confront him about all the lies he done told her. But technically, when she came to that airport to witness that you were going back home, that's what she was really doing. She played like a girl's girl to make sure that she was going back home so she could go and confront him and move forward with their relationship and take him back. That's what she was doing. She wanted to like experience you leaving, right? And I believe he probably called her trying to explain to her also. And she was like, she reaching out to me. Let me see if what he telling me about she leaving is true. So she responded to that message you sent her only to see if what he was telling her was true. So she met you up at that airport to make sure you go back to Alabama, honey. She wanted to make sure. So she was pretending to be a girl's girl. But if she wasn't pretending to be a girl's girl, that was very brave of you guys, very adult-like with you guys, very girls-like. And I'm glad y'all did not fight. I'm glad that y'all both came to an understanding of the lies that y'all had been told. And I'm glad you was the one that realized that you deserve better. Even if she did go back, I'm glad you decided to make a change and go on with your life and then experience college and, living on your own, not living with him, experience life on your own like you should. Because, hell, he was doing it. As soon as he graduated from high school and went to the military, he was doing him while you was back at home thinking that y'all was going to have a life together. You guys, drop that in the comment section and tell me, do you think old girl was being a girl's girl, or you think she was just trying to witness that this girl was leaving the States so she could go back to that boy? Like, drop that in the comment section what you think. Also, don't forget to hype me up and push me out in the algorithm. The way you found me is the way I want everybody else to find me. Like, I have a goal, y'all. I have a goal, and it's already made. It's already made. So I reached my 6,000 subscriber goal, all with the helps of my returning subscribers and the ones that have subscribed. So I want you to do the same. Subscribe to my channel. Help me reach my next goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Y'all know I'm trying to get that silver plaque, honey. I'm definitely trying to get that silver plaque. So if you could subscribe to this channel, like, share, hype me up, comment, that would be greatly appreciated by me. If you are returning, you know how we like to do it. You know all the works. Like, comment, share this video. Y'all, hype me up. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.